All right. Hello, everybody. Shane Carter here. Another episode, Hampshire Capital. Just wanted to again make this quick video and discuss the topic at hand that is probably on everyone's mind. Here it is, beginning of December 2022, and the interest rate environment is in a rising condition. There's a lot of fear out there. All signs point to us being in or about to be in a recession. Frankly, I think when we look back, we'll realize that we're already in it. Um, and what's the outlook? Do things look better? When do things look better? And what should everybody do, right? And so I'll give you my 2 cents on all of this, which is that I don't think the interest rate environment looks any better for the next 12 months. I don't think 2023 is going to see the Fed move the interest rate in any meaningful way. I don't think we'll experience that. And so does that mean that we just shouldn't buy commercial assets? We shouldn't buy multifamily assets? To me, no. The answer is no. I'm a net buyer in most conditions. Been a net seller in other market conditions, but right now, I take the stance that be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Right? There's a very wise billionaire that once made that statement, and so it's certainly a time to be cautious, though. Right? Greed is certainly not the right word. We are cautiously optimistic about buying opportunities. So what are we looking for when we buy assets right now? What we're looking for is, number one, is there assumable debt that is even close to a 50% loan to value ratio or somewhere in that neighborhood? And is it a fixed rate product that is 4.5% or less? If the answer is yes to that, then we know that we're in a really good position to put ourselves in an asset with a de-risked scenario right off the bat, because we're assuming and taking on a fixed rate product of debt that is substantially below anything we could achieve in the market right now today. So we're starting off with an amazing asset in an inflationary environment. Is cheap debt, low interest rate debt, fixed. And so that's the first thing we look for in an acquisition today. The second thing we look for is the most important thing, really, whenever you buy any asset or any commercial real estate in general, is the basis. How you buy. You make your money when you buy in real estate, right? And sort of that's a principle that I think people have forgotten, or at least not necessarily paid attention to over the last 2, 3, 4 years. But it is a time-honored principle. And these days, more so than ever, understanding your basis and understanding whether or not you are acquiring an asset at a sound, intelligent, and prudent basis is probably the most important thing you should look at when you look at buying an asset. And so that is very, very high on our list. And so if you're buying at a good basis and you're fixing your debt with a reasonable product that is less than what the market rate for debt is today, you have now created a scenario where you have a asymmetrical risk return metric in your acquisition. And that's very, very important in these turbulent times that we find ourselves in. So those are a couple of things that we are doing right now at Hampshire Capital as we look at our pipeline of deals, as we look at opportunities. We always say no more than we say yes to every opportunity that comes across our desk. But even now, more so, we are even more prudent and careful about the deals that we look at. Of course, one of the other very important things, if you've heard any of our other episodes, is that we really focus on the neighborhood, the demographics. Is the area expanding? Is there a positive population growth expected in that MSA or in that neighborhood within that MSA in the next 5 years, which will be our ownership time period for the asset? We look at whether or not where the median household income is, right? We look at incoming supply, and so that we're making sure that we have a favorable supply demand economics. We look at all those things. But again, to recap, the most important thing is your basis. So if we are buying assets at a sound basis, we're going to do well in this environment. Number two, if we can assume a fixed rate product that's on the asset, or we can place a fixed rate product on the asset that is less than the current market rate for interest, or for a prevailing loan product, then we are setting ourselves up for success. And then number three, are we ensuring that the places that we're buying have the right demographic trends and the right population trends and household income trends, where we are also setting ourselves up for success in the asset for value creation. So those are some of the things that we're looking at in the environment right now that we're in. Hope you find that valuable. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks.